When you hear of streetwear fashion, street style, streetwear, anyhow you want to say it, when you hear of it, what's the first thing that comes to mind? I'll give you some time. Is it a t-shirt? Is it hoodies? Is it maybe sneakers? Because for a lot of people, when you mention streetwear, that's the first thing that comes to mind. And that's, my friends, that's why we are here today to have a little chat about this. So, to understand what street fashion is, we need to know what it was. Okay, so like street fashion didn't come from like the runway, it wasn't like a thing. It came from subcultures, from people who had ident should I say people who had identities. A group of people who identified themselves. So let's say, so for example, like punk. Wait, is it safe to say street fashion came from music, basically? So let's say the punk. Let's say punk music. You could identify them because of the way they dressed. Hip hop, hip hop. This distinct group. So I can just classify them as like subcultures in the society. That's how street fashion came about. So these were people who were making a statement with the way they dress. So it was more like street fashion was more like a visual language, putting out statements. It was raw, it was real, it was for the people. So what happened? How did this vibrant, expressive visual language get simplified? And when I say simplified, personally, I feel like street style has just been categorized and it has just been mixed to casual wears now. So what happened? I'll tell you what happened. So companies saw the appeal and quickly took elements of the street fashion and started mass producing because t-shirts and hoodies are easy to print, easy to sell, and because they had that appeal, it just went quickly. So quickly, it lost its meaning. Most brands now just want to sell t-shirts without any meaning, just t-shirt. Yeah. So that's what happened. And the other point being high fashion high fashion came in. They stole from the street as usual. So they take the same thing, they take it, then they slap their brand name on. So then something that was meant for people, that was meant for people's identity, they just take the element, they're like the same thing, then they slap their brand on, and now they sorry, I can't really speak. So the main thing that was for the street no longer belongs to the street. These high fashion brands now tell you,
you're broke, get a job, it's yes, you shouldn't be wearing this.
Me, the originator, you are telling me I don't deserve it. So that's what happened to. So right now I'm talking. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's just a rant. I'm talking about why street fashion has been simplified. So what was I even talking about? Yes. So so they slapped their logo and their high brandness, and now the street thing no longer belonged to the streets. Okay. Then The next point, I don't know if it's a point, but I'm just saying. So the next point being the influencers. I feel like I've spoken about it on my podcast. If you didn't know that I had a podcast, I will leave the link in the description. I normally talk about random things, but yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, the influencers. There was one particular episode on my podcast that I spoke about creativity being secondhand and whatnot. Yes, but that's not what wait. Basically, that's what I'm about to touch on. But I'm saying that the influencers too had what's the name? A hand in why street fashion has been simplified. Because when big brands approach them and give them like a gig, sorry, when big brands give them a gig or like a listen, so the same thing, they tried their best. I'm not saying influencers, like yeah, they try their best and they style it because they have, their influencers. People want to be like them, people like them. So people stop being creative, people stop having personal style because just because you have seen so and so wear this, let's say, denim fit like this, doesn't mean you have to. Because like if you see the person wearing, or let's say on a runway, this is what the designer intended for you to wear. Like, no, sorry. This is
I'm all about that.
so this is what the designer intended. Yeah, oh, this is my look. Okay. Yes, she has done it. It's up to you and your personal style. Okay, to say, oh, okay. So you said it's supposed to be a shirt. I would like to wear it as a skirt. That's why I keep on saying people lack personal style now. Now it's just okay, I'm now saying it. Now it's just copy and paste, copy and paste. You see an influencer do this, you just do the same thing, copy and paste. People now look the same.
They act the same, they behave the same, they smell the same. Like,
It gets tiring at some point. It actually does. Okay, so now here's where I start to talk about street fashion or street culture in Ghana. So in Ghana, we don't traditionally have we don't have the street culture. Maybe we do that I've not seen. We do not have that. It's more of
Copy pasta.
copy and paste. The youth nowadays lack creativity. I feel okay, it's not about creative, it's about the youth not having subcultures. Like we not having subcultures and creating an identity for ourselves. So like how you see the whole world, I think Tokyo, Japan has like the best street fashion culture, I think. I think there's some other country too. In fact, Asia street fashion is like very big. Yes. So in Ghana, we do not have that unified culture, subcultures. Like, oh, this group, we dress like this, we look like this. Then like we do not have that. We don't have that. And that's what's making, you see how people complain, oh, Ghana, we don't, because all what I've seen so far, that like the people attempting to do streets is just hoodies, shirts, that. Maybe if you've seen some street fashion, some hardcore street fashion that's unique in Ghana, please let me know. Send it to me on my socials. So I'll put it on here. on my socials, any of them, just let me know. Because we lack that. I feel like Ghanaians necessarily, we never had a specific way of dressing. Okay. Because from what me I know, it's just the wrap for the men, the wrap and kaba and slit. Kaba and slit is mostly kaba and slit is mostly a peplum, like a puff, and like a skirt. Peplum, puff, or like a normal shirt sleeve, then a skirt. I know you say kente. Yeah, kente, that's like a traditional way. I'm talking about like an everyday way that Ghanaians, the olden days that we used to wear. Hey, what is up with my throat? Hold on, let me drink water. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I think my throat is better. As I was saying, we do not have that. Ghanaians do not have that. And it's actually sad. We do not have a way of dressing. So even if we wanted to start like subcultures, inculcating, infusing, yes, that's the word. Infusing, let's say, if we had like a way of dressing, so infusing that with whatever is trending right now in the West and everything, I feel like we would have created like very fine streetwears and fine, art in general. But we lack that. And that was what I want to talk about, how like street fashion has just been diluted now. Hey, buddy, yo, t-shirts, sneakers, shorts. Not that I have any hatred for t-shirts and hoodies
and shorts. See, I'm the last person to talk about t-shirts and hoodies because that's all I have.
But that's not the point. My main point being t-shirts and hoodies. Wait, what? T-shirts and hoodies shouldn't be classified as street. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. I hope I'm not talking rubbish. I hope it is just like a simple talk, a simple rant that has been on my mind for a very long time, and I wanted to like talk about it. So if anyone has like any ideas or suggestions they would like to share, you could let me know on my socials again. And if you thought, if you think, if you think this little rant has been thought-provoking enough, please leave a like on this video. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you for watching my video. See you next time. Bye-bye.